Yeah. You'll be cool, aren't you? Hey, it's Kira from Sweetest Times, and I got a little guest of Sterling. Kuiper's gone for a wander. Hopefully he'll be back soon, but he probably won't be showing up in today's video. Gonna get yourself settled? No, you don't like my smell? Okay. So it is a bit later than I intended, since it's like more than a week into April. But I am back. I have done some stitching, and I'm excited to share it all with you. In my cross stitch pieces, I have only worked on 3 this month. You gonna nap there? I'm sure that's very comfortable, buddy. Cats. Clever little things, but also strange little things. So I guess I will start with my first one. This is Christmas Memory Jars by Susan Bates. What's that? He's being very helpful. I don't know how much you'll be able to see of what I've actually done, but I have completed all the white in the background and have moved on to some blues. I'm hoping to get, this is my one I'm working on currently, and I'm hoping to get, if not all, most of the jar cross stitches done this month before I move on. You're gonna fall if you sit there like that. I can feel you falling already. So that is the first one I'm showing you, and I am working on the making a snowman jar. Oh, you're gonna go on the desk, are you? As long as you stay out the way. Nobody wants to see that, buddy. Good boy. You lay down there. That's a good spot. The next one I worked on was the Beauty and the Beast by Soda Stitch. I have that. Thank you. Ignore my mess of a bed in the background. I had to get up early today and didn't have time to make it. When I got home, I was just too lazy to. So, on my... Absolutely not. Not playing with those either. We don't need you eating hair ties. So I managed to complete the border, the inner border, which I was only going to do up one side, and then it just kept going. You keep those claws to yourself, buddy. And then I finished all the cross stitching on Cogsworth. I am nearly finished with the back stitching. I just wanted to take a break from it for a little while. And he looks so cool. I don't know when I'm going to get this one out, but I think I will do this top side up here when I get this one out again. And I think that's a rose and a mirror, so that will be nice to get. He's very comfortable. He's sitting there kneading. And the last one I worked on, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see of it, because the reality is I probably already put 150 stitches into it. But that is my West Beach piece. So that is where I am sitting with it now. It's still just pretty much blues, but I think I've only got 2 more 10 by 10 squares on the top row for the first page, and then I'll move down to the second row of the first page, which is where I start the big rock, and I'm really excited to get to that. Something up? So he just started looking around the room really excitedly. No. Thanks. Sorry, he just stopped the recording. Saw something out the window that was catching his attention and he needed to step over the laptop. Do you want to go on the windowsill, buddy? Yeah. Nice big space for you. So that is all my cross stitch. I'm not exactly earning a lot at the moment, so money wise I'm not spending much. So I don't have any haul this month. I want to start something soon though, so maybe I might have a little bit next month, but who knows. Are you gonna shift, buddy? Anyway, I'm gonna get my knitting stuff because I did do some of that this month. Hi. This is actually Kira from the future, but I thought I'd insert a clip in the middle here between my cross stitch and knitting and say some shout outs to some awesome YouTubers and Flosstubers that I really like watching. So, probably two of the ones I watch the most is Stitchin Mommy and Stitching by the Shore. They're really good. They've got like awesome projects and they're really fast stitches. They update weekly, so you get to see a lot of them. Another few that I like is Mamabear Stitchery and Animal Instincts. They update monthly and I've been watching them probably since I started my stitching journey. They're really cool. Let's see. A few that I've started watching recently that I really like is Stitching with my Stitching with my Littlie. They're I think on Flosstube number 4 or 5, and they're really cool. It's a mum-daughter team, and it's nice to see what they do. Rogue Mama Stitchery is another one that I've been watching a lot recently. Who else have I got? The Knitting Nurse. She's actually mostly in the knitting podcast world, but she is also a stitcher and does sort of half stitching, half knitting videos like what I do, which is where I've got my inspiration to put both in the same videos, because I know that there are people who enjoy both. That's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. There's probably way more. There was definitely way more, and I'll write them down throughout the month of the ones that I like, and hopefully next month I will have another list of Flosstubers and YouTubers that I like, and hopefully I will help you find some that you might like as well, if you didn't know of them already. Okay, so for knitting and crochet, I have only 2 projects this month. My cushion, which I haven't done a lot more. I think I was still in this blue colour last time, so I've just done a bit further around, but I haven't really worked on it all that much. And I did start my new start. I said for my birthday I wanted to start the Summer Dream cardigan, which was in the 213 issue of Simply Knitting. I am not doing it in that pink colour. But I did start it. I'm not very far. This is what yeah, that's the good side. This is what I've done so far. I have done the ribbing down here, and now I'm in stockinette stitch. This is the back panel. This will be made in several panels, and then the sleeves, and then it'll be sewn together. But yeah, I did stuff up a little bit in the ribbing. You can't really tell on camera, but I accidentally did the same row twice, which left the ribbing slightly disjointed. But I didn't do too badly. I thought I would do worse. This one is going to be a teeny tiny one this month. I just don't have a lot to show or a lot to talk about. But this colour is turning out quite nice. I had a little bit of worry because variegated colours can be weird. But I think once I've gotten this done, I will be really happy with it. And I guess that's it. I haven't brought anything this month. I've been trying really hard to curb my spending for no reason. So yeah. So I guess all that's left is life. Life is kind of busy right now, which is part of the reason why I haven't got a lot done. We've had some few issues with grandparents and aging, which is a normal part of life, but it's tough at the moment. I have started my prac for my course, so one day a week I am in a school classroom, and when I get home from that I'm usually exhausted. I have my regular work, although it's not enough right now to really support me, which is why I've had to really curb my spending, because I'm just not getting enough hours, which really sucks, because even though I'm not spending money on things like rent and bills and stuff like that, it's still not really accumulating because of, you know, normal things that I've got to spend money on, like phone and rego, and I know I've got my car insurance coming up, and ugh. But you're not here to hear about money worries. I'm getting there. Hopefully once I get a bit further through this course, I might be able to start applying for relief in schools, so might be able to start earning a little bit extra and get some experience up for when a school actually wants to hire me. But yeah, at the moment it is school holidays. Well, it's school holidays, but not really holidays for me. I've still got plenty I can work on in terms of my education, but it means that my family members are home and there are extras in our house, because while school's out, not everybody is able to be home with their children all day, so sometimes my mum helps out and has some of the kids whose parents work. Anyway, thank you for listening. Comment. I really love to hear what you guys are working on and what sort of projects that you think would be cool to try. I really want to start a new cross-stitch project. But A, I've already got 5 going, and B, I don't have a lot of money, so I've either got to start one of my kids or start something that's going to be like really, really, really cheap to kit up. So maybe like a small piece with only a couple of colours. I don't know. I'll work it out when I get to start one, but given that I've got 5 pieces going right now and while I jump between crafts a lot, I tend to be pretty monogamous in the projects I do, so 5 projects is a lot for me. And while I am feeling the urge for a new start, I did just start my cardigan, which will take me ages to finish, and I have plenty of cross-stitch projects to keep me busy, so it's not like I don't have anything to do, and, well, if I start a new start and then get really invested in it, my studies are gonna suffer, so I gotta choose my battles. I gotta choose them wisely. Thank you for coming. I hope you really enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you want to. I'd love it if you would. And I hope you come back. I always want to share. I want to make friends. And I really want to be a part of this community.